Hey guys, Vazzy back here, and it is time for episode 34 of our Pittsburgh Penguins franchise mode here on NHL 25. And today, we have the off-season, we have the re-sign stage, the draft, and all of that. I do want to bring something up here at the start of the video. I said this at the end of the last one, the playoff episode, and without trying to spoil anything from that we're at a point with the Penguins here that I think we need to see success. And if we don't see it at the end of this season, if we don't at least make like the conference finals, I think at that point ownership's probably going to fire us. So I think we're going to probably go under that rule here. We'll see what happens. We'll do one more, full season here and then reevaluate where we are at. So looking at some of the contracts here that we have to deal with in the offseason, what do we do with Z Buem? Got him at the trade deadline. It was a great addition, but I don't think we have the money for him. Outside of that, we don't really have anything too big to deal with. Like, we have Lucius, but we can always find another third-line center. That doesn't bother me too much. Really, the draft, we're not going to be that big of players. We traded our first, and I don't envision trading up at this point for a younger player that is going to be a couple years away, likely, This is our year. We have to win this year. So, simulating through the first round, Cork goes to the Montreal Canadiens, 82 overall medium elite. I'll just scroll through here. You guys can pause or whatever if you want to see anything here in the first round. Like, obviously at this point, everyone here is long since been auto-generated. No real players in the 2034 season or wherever the heck we're at. Okay, so what do we have? Malik Reimer right off the bat, interesting. Low elite, 3 years out. Interests me a lot already. Yan Chara could be medium top 6. 3 years out as well. Allen there. So there's some options here at the top of the draft that I don't mind. Zigomanis there, guaranteed medium top 6, 4 years out. I think we're going to maybe go a little risky. Let's go with Reimer. First guy on the page, low elite potential, only low top 6. Okay, that's a miss. Could have gone with that Zigomanis guy. He would have been definitely the pick over Reimer. Is what it is. Let's move forward. Third round pick here, what do we have available to us? So low top 6, gem, I'll pass on that. Anything here in the near vicinity? Not really. Looks like it's a little bit of a weaker class, or the scouts just didn't do their job. Potential medium elite, going later there. Couple of guys medium elite going later there. Honestly, let's just take a chance on either Bergfors or Granato. They're supposed to go rather soon. Only one bar. I doubt they're going to be anything good. Even medium top 6 would be nice. I doubt it even if that, but take a shot. I don't know. Let's go with the American, Granato. He is medium top 9. Not great. 55 overall. Could be better, could be worse. Could be a low top 6, honestly. Going to the fourth round now. Let's see. What do we have available? Oh, we have a Jose Jaquezi there. It's an interesting name. You have Shields, both guaranteed medium top 6. 5 years out. Okay, so we're definitely going to go with one of them. Probably Jaquezi would be my guess. They look like they're going to probably be pretty similar players. One's a gem, one's not. You also have Jensen here. Low elite, 4 years out. I don't know. We just got screwed by a low elite. Let's just go with the for sure thing. Medium top 6, yeah, that's totally fine with me. He is definitely a project at 51 overall, but it is what it is at this stage in the draft. What else do we have available to us here heading into, I believe, the 5th round? So you have Mebus, the goalie, 214, so we can get him quite a bit later. Let's go with the guaranteed low elite guy here. Why not? Maybe a round early on him, but I don't really care. It is what it is. We get him. Yep, guaranteed low elite. I will absolutely take that. Going on to pick 188. So I believe 6th round pick, 2 picks left likely in this draft. You have Forbes here, honestly. Don't see reason not to take him. 3 bars low elite. Out of the Erie Otters, yeah. Give him a shot. And yeah, boom, low elite. So back-to-back elite players, that's great to see. And then maybe we can get that goalie still. It'll be close. I don't see him here. I think he was supposed to go 220-ish, and I think that's the pick we have. Yeah, Mebus. So, another goalie, throw him in the system. 3 bars, medium elite. He is medium starter. Honestly, not bad. For 7th anyway, that's not awful. You can find goalies pretty easily in this game. So there's our draft. Honestly, it got better as the draft went on. First 2 picks were not great, but the last 4 were pretty good. So, I'll definitely take that. What could be potentially our last draft is a Penguins GM. We will see. Okay, so we have scouts and coaches to deal with. Let me take care of that off screen. I will be back with you guys in just a second. Alright, so all of that stuff has been taken care of. Let's go jump into the re-sign stage. Again, it's not anything too crazy we have to deal with here. So goalies, Akimov, Kirsch, honestly, just let them both go. We're going to find a new backup in free agency, a guy who's making league min. We don't have lots of money here, so we have to be kind of careful where we spend it. So Buem, is there any way we could get him back? We're like $1.5 million short. Unfortunately, I just don't see him coming back at this stage just to play like, third pairing. It was nice to get him at the trade deadline, but yeah, just not going to work. Some of these lower guys, I'm going to give some contracts out if they're looking for league min. We need some guys to play, obviously, in the AHL. But yeah, only if they're making cheap money that can be buried, like Hendricks there, that's fine. Johansson here, honestly, not a bad prospect. 79, 23 medium top 4 defender. Maybe could be a player for us in the future. Moving over to right wings, nothing here really of note. Kaplan, I'll give you a deal. Naring here, honestly, we don't need all these guys. We want to have some room for contract spots as well. So I'm going to probably sign half these guys more or less and then let half of them go. And then later on in the summer, I'll probably just take care of some of those lower rated guys just by myself. So you have McCann. We're going to wait on him at the moment. I don't think we sign him. I think we can get better at this stage in his career. 37 years of age. But I don't know. I think he's going to really start to drop off this year. You have Pyatt down there. Interesting. So medium elite, I forgot about this guy. He could be a real player for us. 76 at 20, medium elite. Definitely a guy to be on the lookout for in future seasons if we do continue. Moving to centers, Lucius. Again, he was a good signing. $3.5 million for, I think, 3 years we got him for. But yeah, there's just no way we'll be able to keep him at that price, unfortunately. Barkey here, if he's cheap, yeah, keep him. 82 overall, it's fine. Same thing with Bork, probably. I don't know if I want to give out more money for him. Sorelli at this point too, 35. I think we can do a little bit better. And yeah, that's more or less the re-sign stage. Again, nothing too crazy this year. A few guys to make decisions on, but I think we're going to let the top 3 go, unfortunately. Just kind of the consequences of a salary cap world here. So let's head toward free agency. We're going to let him go for now. We can always circle back. If we want to offload some money, we can make a trade. Maybe look to bring back like a Buem, but it doesn't make sense as well. That's the thing. We can maybe go and get a player of his caliber at the trade deadline. I think we still have a first rounder for this year, so stuff like that's an option too we have to consider. But yeah, lots of scouts signing on. Johansson, our prospect defender, signs his qualifying offer. And there we go. We are at free agency. So before we do anything, take a look at contract extensions, just in case we are here for next year. We will see. But I always like to do this first before spending new money. So we have some decisions. So Frondell is our top guy, and he's actually not asking for that much money. That's very, very reasonable for a good second-line center. I'll definitely give you a clause, for sure. No trade clause. Gets the interest up there. He only wants 5 years. Let's go like 9 by 5. That would be a steal. If we can get him locked up for that very good defensive guy, we'll see what he says. Sandin Pellikka. Could be expensive. Yeah, 11.35. Ooh, okay. We're going to wait on that. That seems a little bit much. Outside of that, you have like Deschamplain. Don't even think we're going to probably bring him back next year. We'll see, I guess. Lautner, again, we can probably wait. We need probably all that money for Pellikka. Goaltender's nothing really either. Okay, so there you go. There's our contracts taken care of. We'll see what Frondell says. Hopefully he will sign that extension. But what do we need in free agency? So we need really like 2 centers and a backup goalie maybe. That's about it. We need a third-line center, a fourth-line center. Just some depth players. Like, our top players, I think we're going to probably bring a good chunk of them back. So, I don't know. Let's see what's available. So starting with goalies. Anyone here at League Min? Murashov, honestly, maybe we just go with him. Guy that we, I believe, traded or let go of a couple of years ago. I don't know. Former Penguins prospect anyway. Looking pretty good in the real world. Let's see, would he do like a 2-year at 900k? Give it a shot anyway. Defensively, so defense, I don't think we need any help here, to be honest. Like, our top 4 is pretty locked in, depending on what we do with Sandin Pellikka. But yeah, I don't think there's anything really here to add. A lot of these guys are very expensive. We could get like a Duda, but like, what's the point, you know? Forwards, this is where we probably need to sign a couple guys, especially at center. So, what do we have available here? Something that's cheap, someone that's reasonably aged, someone that is somewhat decent overall. Let's go UFA. Sorry, does that kind of narrow it down? So all these guys we can get, like Nick Waugh, that might be okay. Let's sort this by defensive rating. That might be a better way of doing things. So you have Gastrin at the top, obviously not signing him. You have Aho Fondrick. Who's this guy? Interesting. 83-26. 5-star defense. 21st pick of the Philadelphia Flyers. Let's go after this guy. Why not? Seems like he'd be a perfect bottom 6 role. So if we went like 3 years, don't need to give him a clause obviously, but like 2.7, 2.75. What do you say to that? And boom, right away, accepts the deal. Okay, awesome. That's a very good bottom 6 player for us. I think that's pretty solid. You have Adam Nemec, you have Sawyer. Drops off after that though. Like ideally, I would like one more forward here. Just for some extra added depth. Maybe even more of a vet, potentially. Like Nick Waugh, honestly. That might be a decent way to go. So outside of that, like Letourneau there, 87, that would be amazing, but it's not going to happen. I don't, like there's a lot of just like 80 overall guys here. And I want more than that if we're going to be paying them some money. Nick Waugh. He wants 2 years. He's just out of our price range. Can we make this work? So we'll give him our max deal. I would go a modified no trade clause, 12 teams. You know, if we go 1 year, I'll give him a full no trade clause. That could work. We're not going to move him this year. And wow, just like that he accepts. I thought it would take a couple of days for sure. Okay, so I think that's, you know, really like the main stuff I wanted to get done here. Let's go see if Rondell signs his extension. Murashov signs the deal? Maybe? That was weird, I don't know. Hey, and there you go. Rondell signs a 5-year extension with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Love to see it. Okay, so that gives us a question here. Sandin Pellikka, how much money do we have available for him? So we have literally just enough, like we're just 100k short. We can make it work. Do we want to pay him that though? I don't think so. I'm gonna see if there's any hockey trades out there. A stud defender for a stud defender where it makes sense. I don't know. I'll see what happens. Let me go look around the NHL and I'll see what is available. Alright, so we're gonna try something. I don't know if this is gonna work and this is a little bit risky. We're gonna do a sign and trade with a deal that does make some sense. So Sandin Pellikka, we have just enough money to sign him. Let's go and make that deal go through. So let's go, I think 3 years is probably going to be the sweet spot for him. 3 years, 11 million bucks. He has no trade protection. He doesn't want any. So we're just going to go with that. Boom, right away, signs the deal. Awesome. Now we're going to go and flip that $11 million for a younger player that is cheaper, that is, I think, just as good in a situation where it makes some sense. Let's go over to Tampa Bay. Made trades with them before. Why does this make sense? Going over to the defensive side of things, they want to win now. They are a buyer team in their status. They have Quinn Hughes. He's dropping off. They need to win with him. 33 at 93. They have Jenkins. He was a former first overall pick. He's 22 years of age. He's locked up. They have another guy, Brock Cripps. Very similar. A little bit older, 9th overall pick. He is locked up for 3 years. That's who we're going to be trying to go after. So I don't know if this is how this is gonna work trade value wise, but Sandin Pellikka for Brock Cripps. I think this makes sense. They get more of a veteran guy, we get a younger guy with a little bit more team control. And again, he's not leaving Tampa after this year. He has that extension. It's just a lot of money. Let's try it with a second rounder. Trade rejected. Try it without. Boom. Look at that. We just made a blockbuster trade for the blue line. So really outside of that, that's kind of it for the off season. I'm going to go sign some depth guys, and then I'll probably meet back with you at the start of the NHL preseason. Alright, one more trade. This one does somewhat hurt. Trading Costy. It sucks. He was a 7th round pick, 83 overall, low elite, 24 years of age, making $5 million bucks. So he has been dropping off. I think he was 84, 85. Now at 83, he doesn't bring as much defensively, and he is looking like he's going to get pushed out of the lineup by a few players. We're looking to get Nicholas Aram Olsen, hopefully I'm saying that right, with his 5-star D, 94 defensive awareness, 99 offensive awareness. 1-for-1, Edmonton, what do you say? Trade accepted. Alright, so here's what the team is looking like. Very similar, especially that top 6. We kind of shuffled a few guys around. Julian, we're giving him that chance on the first line. We'll see if he can capitalize. Third line, Aram Olsen, the guy we just traded for, going to be playing on that third line wing. Hopefully be really good offensive, defensive guy. Bitola here, low elite, 5th round pick. Want to get this guy going. Good defensive stats. Hopefully he can fit in well on this team. Vondruk Waugh on the bottom line. Defensively, only real change is bringing in Brock Cripps, and fits in really good there on that second pairing, can kind of move him around, and no changes really for the goalies. So, again, this team, and when you get this far into franchise mode, this kind of team is so far ahead of everyone else that I really do hope we can finally make some damage in the playoffs. Made it to a few finals, but we haven't been able to get it done there. Maybe, just maybe, this is the year that we do it. At least for our job, I hope we do. So, coming to the end of the preseason here, looking pretty good. We are sitting with a record of 5-0-2. I will absolutely take that. Go look at some stats, and then we're going to call it for today's video. Let's go see how this team did, who was performing. So, Maddox Schultz leading the way, no surprise, 10.7 games. Looking good. Julian, look at that. Gets his first line ice time, 8 points. Yeah, again, this team should be really, really good. Look at that, Brock Cripps. Bring him in, 5 points in 7 games. That's great. Ivan Kovac, again, 914 save. But yeah, overall, I think that's going to do it for today's video. One more year, one more kick at the can. Pittsburgh, let's go win us a Stanley Cup. But that is going to do it for today's video. I will see you all in the next one.